Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis-Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will start this game off. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
First down for this offense. Cut there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. The hand to the running back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll run the counter. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Gators have this offense rolling. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Smashes ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling trailing with a first down.
First down, Bulldogs.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They go to the ground. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Mississippi State right back to the line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Maybe a little long for a field goal, definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on fourth down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. The give to the tailback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality.
There he goes to the right. The 20. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gators!
Number 2.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
14. 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Gets it out quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Mississippi State going up tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Bulldog! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Big time big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. Using the quick game. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Try to get it to the edge. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Got the first down and more. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Bringing it back. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Dumps it to the back. That pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On third down, he drops to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Almost got to the sticks on third down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Florida.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost you.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his man. It's Moffitt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
He's got him, and they convert. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. That is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. Creates a little space. Hit the afterburners, kid. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, big juke to get past.
Wide receiver, the ball carrier. Brought down near the 6-yard line. Brings up second down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
28, Mississippi State, 7.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Bulldogs in the hurry up. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll give it to him again. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's passed. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on 2nd. Quarterback on the keeper. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Bond. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete on the right side. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's moved. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Finds his man. It's Moon. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Florida! And the beatdown has ensued. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rep.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. The give and tick, 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 tick. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the misconnection on third down.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I'll tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. They'll run the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Fires to the tight end. Open space at the 25. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field.
It's pay dirt late in the game. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Going to the running game. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now. And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play.